Today I did an oopsie. TIFU by referring to a married man as daddy. I'm 19/F waitress and work at this fancy restaurant near the beach. Our customers tend to be rich people and they're generally pleasant. Today a couple and their young daughter, around 3, came in. The little girl was adorable and so polite. I was impressed. Her dad was nice too, but the mom, not so much. She was honestly stuck up and rude. As they were about to leave, I gave the little girl a lollipop as we do. She immediately said daddy wants one too. And her dad chuckled. She insisted and I told her your daddy doesn't want a lollipop. It's just for you. For some context, I don't consider the word daddy sexual at all. When I'm around children, I tend to refer to their parents with the term they know. For example, mommy daddy. I did this when I used to babysit as well and never had any problems. Things went from 0-100 very quick. His wife yelled and asked if I seriously just called her husband daddy. I was mortified because she was obnoxiously loud and people actually turned to look at us. I calmly told her that I was just explaining it to her daughter and that I meant no disrespect. She didn't even listen to me and proceeded to call me a homewrecker, a dirty bitch and a slut. Yup, all in front of her kid. Her husband just wearily said not here, not now, please, which pissed her off even more. She started screaming at him and by now everyone in the restaurant was spectating the drama. He just grabbed his kid and walked out. His crazy wife demanded to speak to my manager and she did. Of course she exaggerated everything and even encouraged him to fire me. I had to clarify the situation to him several times because she honestly made me sound like some evil, conniving witch. Luckily my manager is a reasonable guy and I didn't get into too much trouble. He just told me to stop calling customers daddy. Too long didn't read referred to a married man as daddy and mommy didn't like it. I'm in hotels. We have all kinds of treats in the lobby. When kids come in, I always say things like if mommy and or daddy says it's okay. We have hot cocoa and cookies. Not one time did someone accuse me of sexualizing their spouse. That lady is straight bonkers. This beach crazy. If you said your daddy, it's insane to think there's anything flirtatious about that comment at all. Now if you'd said, daddy wants a lollipop, don't you daddy, that would be a different story. Sounds like she has some trust issues. Or maybe she's just nuts. I wouldn't consider this your fault. It's on the wife for having a tantrum. You did nothing wrong here. Saying, your daddy doesn't want one, is normal. You're speaking to the kid, in the kid's language. If you addressed him as daddy to him, that would have been weird. Like, have a nice day daddy. My guess is, they are having some marital problems, and he probably recently got in trouble for something along those lines. Once again, not your fault. They're definitely having marital problems. LOL, she made sure everybody heard about their personal lives. Boss, stop calling customers daddy. Now that's an awkward thing for any boss to say to their employee. It was an awkward conversation for sure. Should have ended the conversation with a thank you daddy while maintaining direct eye contact. It would have been a power play and could have netted you a management position. Thanks, I'll do this next time. Well, it is a family business. TIFU by creating a special handshake with my daughter, NSFW. This is an ongoing TIFU. I am actively looking for ways to end it. My daughter is 3. She is the light of my life and all that, because she isn't much for drinking or golf. I have had to find activities we both enjoy to pass the day. This means we spend a great deal of time watching movies. My favorite is E.T., and I figured she'd love it too. Wrong, E.T. is terrifying to a little girl. In an effort to make E.T. fun, I taught her the fingertip touch ouch thing and then we watched that scene a few times in a row. It went well and now E.T. no longer scares her. She has held onto the fingertip touch and it has taken on a life its own. A bit like a not at all secret handshake for us. We always do it before she goes to sleep. Her, puts out finger, me, touches finger ouch. Super cute, right? Well, she has now taken to doing it anywhere, at any time. It became pretty annoying and when I tried to curb the frequency of it, I was met with disaster. Last weekend we were at the mall when she announced loudly in a quiet jewelry store that she was going to give me the finger. A little embarrassing but not too bad. I told her that she can't say it like that because the finger sometimes means something bad. She nods, understanding, and the moment passes. A few days later, at dinner with my in-laws, the handshake returns to the forefront of her mind. Mid-meal, she says, "Finger." Oh no, wait. That's bad. She then thinks for a moment and screams, "Daddy, finger me." If I could have turned into a flock of birds and flown away forever, I would have. My in-laws turn bright red and stare at her. I immediately say, no, that's not what it's called. My daughter doubles down. "Yes, finger me. Ouch. Remember? Ouch. I nearly passed out." We are now trying to rebrand the handshake as ET and ouch because Jesus Christ, I can't take her anywhere. TLDR. My toddler desperately wants me to go to prison. Edit. Holy hell y'all. Never have I ever had so many people delight in my personal disaster. I am flattered, honored, and rolling in awards. I am finally an award-winning individual. You should try adding some new secret handshakes, so that she will eventually lose this one. All kids fall for new and shiny stuff at some point. But I have to be so careful about what they are. Slap me. Ouch. Spank me, daddy. Ouch. This reminds me of when I would blow air in my son's face when he was being too loud to startle him so I could ask him not to yell. One time I did this and he said, "Don't blow me, Dad," and I didn't do that ever again. What about the air thing on his face? Or did you stop that too? She is the light of my life and all that. I have never seen a sentence that screams dad more than this. Because she isn't much for drinking or golf, I have had to find activities we both enjoy to pass the day. This one got me good. I'm dying. Finger me. Ouch. Something I would always say to my uncle when I was younger. Love these memories. Damn man, you have to throw the whole daughter away now. Finger me, daddy. OMG, I do the finger ouch with my toddler. Will heed your advice to work out a name for it. Just last week mine proudly told our daycare that I hit her, but she was so excited about it so they knew it had to be a misunderstanding. I still don't know what she means. Just last week mine proudly told our daycare that I hit her. We had that the other way round a while ago. She was telling us that one from the daycare was hitting her. We laughed it off as she finds it quite funny to complain that mom, dad, whoever is beating her. And when asked how, she makes up an elaborate routine demonstrating on herself how that person was beating her up. She even remembers most of it for each person. So if I ask her, "And how is daddy beating you?" she repeats the same routine, which is different from "How is mommy beating you?" So with that background, we jokingly told the daycare that we got told one of them is beating her. They didn't quite see the joke in that, and we had a formal meeting where they assured us that nobody is beating children there. Kids are like biological snitch machines, especially when you're the older sibling. Tell them to do their chores, their ears stop existing. But you whisper the F word one time after you accidentally spill milk, they can somehow hear it from outside the house, find every opportunity to repeat it in front of your parents and family. My friend's son has adopted malicious compliance. He announced loudly, in public, "We don't say the duck word because it's a bad word. Right, mom? I mean, technically he's correct." Shoved a cinnamon roll in my son's face. My son. Dad got hot sticky stuff on my face. Lady I work with told me about her son. He saw a lady in a bikini and told her that it made his willy feel funny. They were in the checkout line doing groceries and he yelled out of nowhere that his willy is going up and won't go down. Is wholesome NSFW a thing? TIFU by creeping out the pizza delivery girl with my new puppy. On my 30th birthday, my older/only brother committed suicide. Needless to say, my birthday has lost the excitement. Well, on my 31st birthday, I was home hanging out waiting to hear from the girl I was seeing at the time when our friends and her showed up at my place with a birthday surprise. A 7-week-old golden lab puppy. They wanted to give me the best birthday after the worst birthday. I was so happy and in disbelief. Luckily it was a Friday night so I didn't have to work the next couple days. Me and the girl I was seeing went back to her place with the puppy. Well, time got away from us and it was 11 PM and we had not yet ate. So I ordered a pizza to her house. She lived in an apartment above a garage behind a house. And it is important to know that there were no lights in the driveway and from the street it just looks like a dark alley. The only way to know there was an apartment back there would be to walk back there behind the main house. That being said, I always put the note of call when here on the delivery and then I walk out and meet them at the sidewalk. So while being in pure ecstasy with my new pup, my phone rings and it's the delivery driver saying they are out front. I run down, again happier than I had been in a very long time. I get to the sidewalk and I'm surprised to see my delivery guy is actually a cute girl. The fact that it's a girl has no bearing on the story other than it makes it creepier because the following would have happened if it was a male or female. Well, I paid for the pizza and just blurt out I got a puppy today. She replied by saying oh what kind, and I tell her and she seemed to be a dog person, so I then go do you want to see my puppy, and at the same time I say that I point at the apartment, which is hidden down a dark alley behind a house. Never have I seen someone get in their car and leave faster. TLDR. I got a puppy on my birthday to make up for my brother killing himself the year prior, and I ended up trying to get a cute delivery girl to walk down a dark alley at midnight by simply saying do you want to see my puppy? I don't blame her, I definitely would have been creeped out too. For sure. It's why it's now a running joke with my friends, because although I was coming from a good place and not being creepy, it was also one of the creepiest things I have done. I love dogs so much I would have followed you. Deadest same. Plus is death real? I still a threat? You might want to call the delivery place and explain things, so they can pass it on to the poor terrified woman. If anything, just so she doesn't think she escaped a kidnapping. And at best they'll get a funny story from it. I used to be a pizza delivery girl and I love dogs. Would not be following you lol. And likely, the next time that address comes up, if there's a male driver available, she's asking someone else to take that order. Holy shit. Yeah, I bet she laid rubber as she noped the duck out a dodge. Might have been a better idea to ask if SHBK wanted you to bring your pupper down to meet her. Because, holy crap, man. Oof. TIFU by accidentally changing my skin color. This happened 2 years ago in October 2017. My birthday had just passed and I had gotten some gift cards to my favorite store, Lush. I had been on the mend from one surgery and was still house ridden until my next surgery, so I was excited to get Halloween bath bombs as a pick-me-up. Scrolling through the Lush Halloween products knowing I had gift card money was like sending a fat kid into a candy store. Not once did I read how to use any of the products. Why would I? It's a bath. I just drop the bath bomb or bubble bar in there, soak in my own filth for 30 minutes, and listen to music. Mistake number 1. So the day finally comes that my Lush products get delivered and I hobble my crippled, surgery recovering ass to open the box. Goth Fairy is the one I chose to go with that day. Now, like I said, I didn't read the description. Maybe it was the pain meds, or maybe I'm that much of a dumbass, but I mistook it for a bath bomb when in reality it was a body tint. So, my dumbass starts making the bath and is all excited. Once the tub is full, I notice the bath bomb isn't really melted. I figured it just needed more time and plop my ass down in the tub. I'm just sitting there, watching shit on my laptop, playing on my phone, and I notice it's still not melting. What does my dumb ass decide to do? Let me rub the ducking product all over me because it will make my skin super soft. Now, I start to notice that yes, the product is melting, but my skin is purple and very sparkly. I also notice the white porcelain tub is filled with sparkles. Now, some of you may be thinking, you were house ridden. This duck up can't be that bad. No one would see you. To which I have to say, you obviously have never lived with an Italian mother and or grandmother. Here I am, a 23, at the time, year-old woman crying in the bathtub because I don't know how I'm going to get these methodiking sparkles out of this methodiking tub before my mom sees I've ruined her pristine bathroom and I've turned myself into a Twilight character. I try calling my boyfriend but he's in class. I text my 2 best friends and they just laugh at me and ask for pics of my newly purple skin. I drain the water and vigorously scrub away at the sparkly residue left on the tub. I try to scrub my skin in the shower but the purple sparkle tint will not come off. I get out of the shower and research the product. Here is where I find out that not only is it a body tint, but you're only supposed to use a third of it at a time. I also notice at this point that everything I am coming into contact with is turning glittery when I touch it. I finally call my mom in a panic. First thing she said was my ducking tub better not be ruined. When I assured her that the tub was fine, my only response was full on hysterical laughter for the remainder of her drive home. When she got home she texted my family members about it, who branded me with the nickname Sparkles. The purple and glittery tint lasted for over 2 ducking weeks. I ruined 5 pairs of pajamas, many pairs of underwear, and a set of sheets with my glitter. 2 years later and my boyfriend, family, and friends still call me Sparkles. I still love Lush though. Too long didn't read product description and change my skin color. I have the Goth Fairy Moisturizer Glitter Bar. Unless you had a different product with the same name that I can't find, you're not even meant to use a third of it. You're literally just meant to rub it on your skin. It's got dozens of uses in it, and even just passing the damn thing over your skin leaves you sparkling like a Twilight vampire. So using the whole thing, I can picture this in my head and it is fabulous. Oh damn it, not again. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content. It's free and that's a great price.